Okay, I think I should be good now because I went and checked my phone and I can see I had to take away everything from my desk here because it was interfering for the last few times. The phone and the iPad, the headset, and a lot of issues. So I just left what's necessary. The microphone I have to use, the webcam, and my computer and the mouse and keyboard. So this is George Chamoun, and I want to welcome you to this presentation. I do appreciate the time you spent with me, and even if you're not on this live stream now, in the future, if you see this video, just please submit a comment or a question. If you see anything wrong with the audio and visual, please let me know. And if you have any questions about Linux commands, submit them in a comment. I will try to do my best to help you. Obviously, I don't know everything. I'm not perfect, but I've been using Linux at home for a long time, and I know the basics, and I can help you with if you're starting new, and even if you are experienced, I can help you refresh your skills with the basics. So in this video, I'm gonna go over the grep, and what's amazing, even if you know how to use certain commands with time, when you want to explain to somebody how to use it, or you want to teach somebody, it's not easy. It's a totally different animal. So I have a course, and it's this command I'm gonna go over. It's in section 2, chapter 7. But this video is not about my course. It's just about the grep command. I'll at the end of the video I will show you what I'm talking about, the course I have. So you might be familiar with it, you may not be, but grep is a very important command. Just like most other commands, every command has different tasks to achieve. So the grep, basically, it's a filtering command, or it's a command where it lets you search a file or multiple files and look for certain criteria, maybe a text or certain alphanumeric or any other expression you are looking for. You specify. So you specify the criteria of what you are looking for in a file, and then you look for it using the grep. And once the grep finds the what you specified in that file, it's gonna print the line with the with what you specified, with the expression or the criteria or the text or whatever. And I'm gonna show you in a minute what it is. And also, even though I've been using Linux for a long time, and I have this course, but I always recommend, when you get stuck, go to the internet, like do a search and get books. I have this book here. I always use it as a reference, and there is another one I think I have to buy. It's the same author, but it's the same series. It's Linux command lines. I think that's another reference. So whenever I get stuck, or if I forget something, I go to the internet to do a search, and I look at those books. I have this book. I'm gonna get another one. And so I was looking at the definition of grep. I used to call it a filtering command, where you filter, which you're looking for certain criteria in a file. So it maybe the filtering applies, but in a book they're being more specific, and they call it an intermediate command. And the definition of it is: the grep command prints the lines from a file or input stream that match an expression. So basically, you specify, for, like I said, for a criteria, and you look for it, and grep will print the line where the expression is, or the text you specified in a file. And it can search for one file or multiple files at the same time. And you can use it for input or output. I never used it for input. I just use it for output. So I do a search, and then I use the pipe command. I pipe it into the grep to find the what I'm looking for. And you can also, it has two it has a lot of details, just like any other commands. If you are interested in knowing about it, just you can jump on the manual pages here. So you can do man grep, and you should get more information about it. So there's a lot of information here. And in the book it says there's two options, two flags, which are very important. They are the I, the small I, and the V, small v. So let's look for them here. Okay, so the small I, it says ignore case distinctions in patterns and input data so that characters that differ only in case match each other. So basically ignore case sensitive cases. So it means whether it's a capital A or small a, it's going to be the same. So that's if you add to grep dash I, the flag I. And the other one is important too. That's according to the book, the V. And if you look at the V flag, the V flag, where is it? Let me clear the screen and start again. Okay, this is the V here. So if you use the V option, the flag V, like grep dash V, and then the whatever you're looking for, the criteria, it says invert the sense of matching to select non-matching lines. It means it does invert match, it does the opposite. So if you don't use the V, you're looking for certain expression. Let's say you're looking for expression that has ZAB in it. And if you do the dash V, it's going to look for everything which doesn't have the ZAB. So it's the opposite of the functions of grep. So those two are specified in a book, in this book. That's why, you know, I found them interesting and I looked them. They are here on the manual pages. So let's run a grep now. So to get out of the manual pages, you just hit Q, or to quit, Q, I'm out. I clear the screen again. So let me show you. If you look at ls-l, and this is the output of ls-l, correct? Let me just do another one. Okay, this will give you more details. The ls-la. So ls, start ls-la. So the ls-la, it gave me this output. Now to use, let's say I was looking for file 2. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna use this command again, and I'm gonna pipe it into grep and use the file 2 that I'm looking for, and then it's gonna print this line. So let's try it. ls-la, and the way you use it is you use the pipe. So basically you're piping the output of ls-la and sending it as an input to grep, and this is grep here, and space, and then I'm gonna specify what I'm looking for, and I said I'm looking for file 2. In this case it's a file, and if I hit enter, it should display this line here versus the whole line here. So if I hit enter, and it's gonna display this line, and it gave you file 2 in a different color, in red. So this is what it did now. So I specified file L2, so it looked in this output, the whole file, the whole output, and then it found the line where the file 2 is the one I specified I'm looking for. So let's do now the let's do the function v, where you specify the file 2 and we use the v flag, and it's gonna show you, it's gonna print the output without the line which has the file 2. So let's clear again, and now we're gonna use, I never used this option, but I'm gonna use it now. I don't know if it's gonna work, but just trying it. So what we do, we add the v option, and then we specify what we're looking for, and we're gonna hit enter, and now you're gonna see the whole output of ls-la command minus the line which has the file L2. So it's gonna give us the invert of what we did before, what we showed before. So if I hit enter here, and now if you look, it gave me the whole output without the line which has file 2. And if you look in each one of those, you're not gonna find line 2. So this is one of the ways you use the grep command. And I was gonna try the -i option, but it looks like, okay, let's try the I. So we have this file here. Let me clear this again. If we did again the output, and you can see the this file has a capital X, so we can look for it using grep. So if we do grep, so we're using the same command, ls-la pipe grep, and then we can look for this line here, this file, and it says .x authority, and the X is capital X. So grep capital X, and if I hit enter now, it's gonna display this line, and it's gonna ignore the rest. So let's hit enter. So as you can see, it displayed this line here, and it highlighted the X. That's what we specified that we're looking for. That's the criteria. So I asked for the capital X. Now let's say you are looking for the same file, but you did not know that it's a capital X. You assumed that you didn't know. So basically, it's you can specify it's a small x. So if we use small x, it's not going to display because Linux is case sensitive. So the capital and the small letters are different. So let me try to show you clear. So now if we specify small x and you hit enter, it's not going to find it. It's not going to display it. So actually it displayed the lines which have small x's. It did not display the one with a capital X. But now what we can do now, we can use the flag I space X, and now it's going to display the same files which have a small x and the one which has the capital X authority. So if we hit enter now, and basically what I did, just like what I read now, the -i, it will ignore the capital or small letter, the case sensitivity, and then when you specify X, it's gonna look for anything with X, capital or small. So if you see here, you look, it looked for the it displayed the X authority, even though it has a capital X, and it displayed the small x, because I specified I, it means ignore the capital or small letter. And then even if you, I'm gonna assume that if you specify capital X, it's gonna look for the same output too. Let's try it. So if you do clear, so what we did, we got this using the X. Now, if we use the capital X, and I think I never tried it before, I think it's going to display the same result, because whether you put you ask to small x or capital X as your criteria, and since you had the I flag before, it means it's going to ignore the capital and small letters, so it's going to display the same output. And if you can look at this output here and this one, it's going to give you the same output. So this is one of the ways. Let me clear the screen. This is one of the ways you use grep. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of variation, but this is I just gave you an example, and sometimes you can use it. The way I used it is after the pipe. The pipe, this straight line, like the one. It's not one, it's the straight slash here. This one here. So what does the pipe do? It takes the output of the command on the left and use it as an input for the command you can type on the right. That's why I use the pipe grep such and such. It means it was taking the output and looking at it and then applying the criteria we specified. So there are other ways to use grep. You can use it in the front instead of the but I never used it, but I can use it now. So let's say grep. Okay, I think you still have to try the use the pipe to see if it works, and then we specify file 2. Okay, it gave me the line I'm looking for, which is this one, which is this. But it gave me an error before. Not an error, but it gave me some information. I may have used it in a different format that it should be different. It says usage grep option, then pattern, then file. So it looks like I may not need the pipe command, the pipe. Let's try without the pipe. So if you use it without the pipe, it didn't do anything. So you have to use the pipe. And I don't know if we need to use dash here. No, I don't think it's. Let's go to the manual pages. Looks like it's giving me good output. Let's see, man grep. Whenever you get stuck, there's an online manual on Linux. It's very helpful. Just type the man space followed by the command you are looking for, and you can get a lot of information. So let's see. There are other variations too. You can use a grep, f grep, r grep, etc. So let's see the format. Okay, it said the grep option, a pattern file. Okay, so the option is generic program. Let's see, interpret this. Pattern file. Oh, okay, I see. We may have we should have added the pattern before the criteria, I think, before the file. So let's try it again. Okay, so yeah, it looks like we have to use grep file, the pattern, which is the criteria, then you pipe it into ls-a. Let's try now. Yeah, that actually it didn't. let's try without the pipe. No, it doesn't work without the pipe. Let's try pipe here. Okay. Yeah, it. Let's see. Okay, it's not working out for me. I'm not sure why, because I never used it before. I used the other so yeah. So let's stick with what I used, and the other ones we can try later. If you might wanna tinker with it yourself. So again, this is how you use grep. You get the output, and you use a pipe grep, and then you specify the expression, which is the pattern called here. And so this is how to use it. This is one of the ways using grep. There are a lot of, as you saw, a lot of options and flags, and you have to read more about it, but I just use the simple form, which is enough for me. So again, so let me show you where you can learn about this. I mean, you can learn on your own. I just explained. I gave you a small tip how to use it. You can take it and learn what I showed you now. Or if you're interested in a bigger course, I have this course here. If you go to georgekc.com and you click on this blue icon here, the blue image, and I think it's chapter 2, you see section 2, I think it's section, if you go down, it's section 4, chapter 7, yeah, it's right here. So in the course I have, it's in section covered in lesson 7, section 4, and I cover with it more how to use more and the grep for filtering command. But you don't have to take a whole course to learn about it. You can get on there's a lot of free information on YouTube on how to use it, or Google. And but if you're interested in a course about Linux, check out my course here. It's georgekc.com, and I have two options here. If you're interested in coaching or a workshop, I have to update this page here. It's not updated yet. And this is the course here. If you're it's a self-study and self-paced course, and it's got a lot of sections, a lot of lessons that I cover the basics. So it's good for somebody who's starting new, who doesn't know Linux. I cover so many areas. And it's good for somebody who's even experienced, just to refresh the memory. And Linux is very detailed and very extensive, and I cover some of the basic, but nobody can cover everything. It's a very wide topic, So check out this course and see what I have and see the content if you're interested, and let me know. And with that said, I want to thank you very much for attending this presentation, or even if you're attending it in the future. Submit any comments and requests for commands and for other videos you want me to create, because your opinion is very helpful to me, instead of me going through trying to find ideas and I'm not sure what you're interested. If you submit your question, it would be great. Thank you.